We've been talking about self-awareness. The first few weeks we talked about emotional self-awareness, what to name the feelings that we're having and what to call them. And then we talked about how to handle those big feelings. And then the last time we were together, we talked about personality traits, positive and negative. I want to talk about those two words for a minute. Positive and negative. Positive usually means something is good, and negative means maybe not so good. It could use improvement. So today I want to talk about this word, self-esteem. Self-esteem, say it with me. Self-esteem. So we're talking about self-awareness, and self-esteem is how you feel about yourself. Sometimes people have a high self-esteem. That means they feel pretty good about themselves and how they interact in the world, what's happening to them, and how they're affecting other people. Some people have a low self-esteem. They do not think very highly of themselves, or they don't think others think very highly of them. So today I want to talk about our self-esteem and how you feel about yourself, and if you don't feel so great about yourself, how you can maybe talk yourself into feeling better. So let me ask you a question. What are some qualities that you like best in other people? Well, I like when other people are kind. I like when they're accepting. I like when they include everybody. Those are things that I like. They make people feel calm and good. I like it when people are happy. It just makes everybody feel good. Now let's do a self question. What is something you think people like about you? I'm going to give you a couple minutes to think about it. It's hard to think about ourselves and what others might like in us. I think sometimes people like that I'm a decision maker. If we've got lots of choices, I'm able to look and say, I decide on that one. Sometimes people don't like that, but most of the time people are just looking for somebody to make a choice. I think people like that I am a good planner. So if there's a project and somebody needs to be in charge of it, sometimes I get put in charge of it because I think people like that about me. I hope you thought about something that people like about you, because we all have good things about us. We all have things that people like about us. So let's think about some scenarios. I'm going to read some scenarios to you, and we're going to decide if that person has high self-esteem or low self-esteem. All right. Lucinda thinks she is a nice friend. She listens. She's kind. She helps her friends when they need it. Do you think Lucinda has high self-esteem or low self-esteem? Good for you, Lucinda. You're doing the right things, and you know what? When you make the right choices, it makes you feel better about yourself. Lucinda is making good choices, and she's feeling good about herself. Manuel wants to learn to ice skate, but every time he tries, he falls down, and he just wants to give up. You know, I'm guessing that Manuel is not feeling very good about himself right now. It never feels very good when you give up on something. I'm guessing that Manuel is feeling low self-esteem. What could help him feel better? If he practices, if he works on it, it doesn't feel good to give up. It never does. On an assignment, a math problem, a reading assignment, it just doesn't feel good to give up. So we need to keep trying. It will lead to high self-esteem. Let's try another one. Mandy doesn't like math. She thinks no matter what that she is no good at it. Oh, Mandy. Low self-esteem. Mandy has decided she's not good at math, any of it. And that's probably not true. Maybe there was a tricky problem. I'll tell you what I wasn't good at. That's basketball. I was terrible at basketball when I was growing up. I remember distinctly in the 5th grade when the coach threw me the ball, I tucked it under my arm and I ran the wrong way all the way down the court. Did I dribble? No, I did not know that I was supposed to. Did I shoot it into the basket? I sure did, except I scored points for the other team. I was a terrible basketball player. Everyone was laughing at me. It was not my finest moment. I'm still not a great basketball player, but I know the rules of the game and I kept working on it until I made the team. It made me feel better about myself. So even though things don't go well in the beginning, like Mandy and her math problem, you can keep working on it and it's going to make you feel better. All right, one more. Brandon practices his karate every night. He feels good about his exam that's coming up. You know, I'm going to guess feeling good about himself is leading to high self-esteem. When you practice at something, even though you might not be the best at it, it makes you feel good. So let's talk about when you're not feeling so great about yourself. Sometimes if you talk to yourself, we call that self-talk, you can realize it's not as bad as you think it is. So I've got some self-talk that I want to talk to you about. I like myself just the way I am. Even if other people are telling you there's something wrong with you, tell yourself, I like myself the way I am. I love life. I deserve good things. I can support others with kindness. I forgive myself for my mistakes. Sometimes we just beat ourselves up and it makes us feel bad about ourselves. Forgive yourselves for your mistakes and work harder to correct them. I stand up for what I believe in. That's hard. I can make a difference. I'm ready to learn new things. I can make good choices. We've talked about this one all year. Make good choices about yourself. Talk to yourself. Recognize things that people like about you and have high self-esteem. You are worth it. I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye.